all the way around, and then the second leg will stay in their lane through the top of the next turn. Underway, 4x400 meter relay.
And there's usually a lot of strategy in having one of your two strongest runners lead off, because for whatever reason, the 4x4, well, actually the reason I can tell you is you want to be ahead of all the traffic when it comes time for the handoff. So you want to get off to a really good start so that second exchange you have from the second to third runner, you're not having to navigate a lot of traffic. Plus, it gives your runners in those positions more confidence as they get set to close out the race.
And Gabrielle Gales of Stanford moving very, very well. She finished 5th in the Open 400, and that's a good leg for Stanford to have leading off.
Kendall Ellis leading things off for USC. She will hand off to Cameron Pettigrew for Arizona. It's Gia Trebisson, and it is going to be USC leading, followed by Stanford, followed by Washington State. And here is Cameron Pettigrew on the second leg for USC.
And that was 54.7 for Gales and 53.4 for Kendall Ellis.
And keep an eye on the handoffs. Usually there's so much emphasis on the handoffs in a 4x1. Well, a 4x4, it matters as well, too. You don't want to be at a complete standstill when you get that baton. You do want to have some momentum. That's where you're going to save a quarter of a second here, a half of a second there. All the tiny little details add up in this race.
USC followed by Stanford. This is about 150 meters to go in the second leg. Washington State there, Arizona, and then Colorado.
Freckleton Wilson's doing a nice job here on the second leg for Stanford. But by the same token, Cameron Pettigrew is starting to pull away down the stretch here.
It's going to be Dina Hill running the third leg for USC. For Stanford, it will be Claudia Saunders. And USC now with a 15-meter lead as we begin the third leg of this 4x4.
53.7 for Pettigrew, 54.3 for Freckleton Wilson.
Oh, commanding lead now for USC, and right now Dina Hill looking very, very comfortable down the back stretch. Colorado making a move here with Rajan O'Quinn.
And Deanna Hill is a 100-200 runner, so she went out very fast, but she may have gone out too fast here. I think we may see some movement on her down the stretch here.
Dina Hill, as mentioned, had about a 15-meter lead right at the start of the third leg, but has given up a lot of that, and the pack is returning as we come up to the anchor leg. But Dina Hill looking stronger down the home stretch here as she hands off to the anchor leg for Jade Stepter.
And keep an eye on all the traffic here, because a lot of times these second, third place teams, they're having to run outside of lane one because the other teams that hand the baton off don't get off the track quick enough.
55.4 for Claudia Saunders, 55 flat for Deanna Hill.
Olivia Baker, who won the 400 meters right at the tape, is currently in second place. So it's USC followed by Stanford. Arizona moving up. Colorado, they made a move in the third leg, but they have dropped off.
So that's Sage, I'm sorry, Paul, that's Sage Watson from Arizona, who has just made that move into third, the great 400 hurdler.
So USC in the lead, and with about, right now, 110 meters to go, they are in control of this contest. USC followed by Stanford, Arizona, Washington State, and Colorado. So USC is going to win the 4x400. They're the conference champions across the line in 3:34.14. Stanford in second, Arizona in third.
52.1 was the anchor leg there for Jade Stepter. Very, very nice performance. And there's Charles Smith-Gilbert, the USC head coach. Pretty pleased.
With USC, they just did a wonderful job, as we mentioned, putting their two strongest runners at the front and at the end. They're able to get off to a great start and close things out stronger.
Well, a solid performance and no surprise. Once again, the Oregon women have already wrapped up the conference championship. So the USC Trojans